Round one. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And they both have the exact same stack. Identical, almost identical stacking. It was really similar up until just about right now. All right, Tetris for Moya, the first one on the board. There's one for Elle. Game being a bit stingy with the long bars, I think, and that's going to put Moya in a little bit of a bind. Oh no, and Moya going to top out at 24,700. How many long bars was that? Well, that was a lot of, actually, it was a lot of long bars. It was 9 long bars, and that was basically the second most of all the pieces. So there's a top out for Moya early on, and she is ready as well. Let's go ahead and count it down. Game 2, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Let's see. Okay, there's the first 5 pieces in, and then their stacks are different. So interesting. Of course, we shipped competition carts around the world. I think we had to ship out 3 internationally this month. Is that right? I think it went 1 to did Dan Weller get one? Yeah, Dan V got one. Moya and Nenu. I think Moya's got there super fast. Efficient German post office. 49,000 for Moya. Bang Tetris 72,000. 41 for Elle. All right, there we go. Tetris for Moya. Keep this stack low. Don't want a repeat of the last game. And Nenu's took forever. I mean, I don't know what they going on in Indonesia for the post office, but that was very inefficient. All right, there we go. Moya with the double to uncover the well and bang Tetris 125. Still has the lead. Elle set up for a dirty Tetris. Gonna have to take a burn. And there it is. Dirty Tetris column 7? Column 8? One of those columns. A couple rows off the bottom. There's another one for Elle. 139 back by 10,000 points from Moya. That's right. For at least the next few months, you know, if you qualify into Masters, we will ship you out a gym cart if you need it. You know, if we have limited budget here. So if you have an EverDrive, you know, don't make us send, I mean, we won't send one out to you. It's just, you know, we're trying to make the tournament as interesting as possible, and we have a limited budget. So it's not a prize, it's just a practicality. 188 for Elle. Tetris 211 now. 243 for Moya. Although at this point, you know, who knows, maybe it's just cheaper to ship everyone EverDrives, for goodness sake. Dan Weller is here, one of our YouTube editors and uploaders. Underpaid, but again, we have no budget for anything, so we appreciate Dan Weller working for minimum wage. 313 for, and you know, Dan Weller, you know, got a lot going on in life, you know, doesn't need to do it, but helping us out, super appreciate it. 283 for Elle. 337 Moya. All right, Elle kind of building out from the right side here and kind of in a tricky situation. Gets that Z to the left. Just trying to I mean, a little bit of a drought here. Finally gets a long bar. I mean, can't use it for a Tetris, but it will have some utility. Helping her to bring the stack down. I'm going to uncover the well. There's finally the long bar. You can see the relief washing over our good friend Trap Zone. Tetris here for Moja, 375 through 100 lines, 339 for Elle. And there's a Tetris for Elle, 362. Mr. Valor says, what the L? All right, you should write our YouTube headlines there. There's another dirty Tetris for Elle, 386. Hell yeah. Elle actually taking a lead for a moment. Moja gonna get it back though. And now they are trading the lead back and forth. All right, Elle setting up the tuck for the incoming J piece. Very nifty. Tetris for Moja, 471. We are approaching the level 19 transition where the speed will increase by 50%, 50%. Tetris is on level 19 worth 24,000 points because it's the level times 1200, and 19 is the 20th level in the game. Because there's a level 0. All right, transition here for Moja, 135 lines, 523 for Moja, 526 for Elle. Gonna take a burn and a Tetris. Yeah, Dan Weller saying, I hope the cutoff for December is 1.1. Yeah, no chance. I think the cutoff for challengers might be 1.2. 605 here going in on level 20 for Elle. 553 and a Tetris for Moja. Moja, of course, as you can see, a table tapper. It's fun to see tappers in Masters. I think Elle tapping as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the few times that I like dabble with tapping, I am a table tapper. Yeah, both players tapping. The sound of two players tapping. Oh no, that left side for Elle, kind of a mess. Diving boarding that long bar, so we'll see what she's going to be able to do. And there you're just going up there and getting it, right? Not messing around with building up all the way. I mean, just go up and get it. It's that T to the right. All right, a couple of really good pieces in a row for Elle. And we'll see if she can bring this down. Long bar, super handy right there. 765. Moja is in the lead with a clean stack here on level 24. Moja getting Tetris ready, and there it is for Moja, 823. Moja trying to... Oh, and finally, Elle is clean and clear. Gonna use that long bar Elle to fill in the middle of the stack rather than take the Tetris. And there it is, Tetris for Elle, 812. Moja's up by 50,000 points, though. That is a bit under 2 Tetrises. Both players are going to Tetris. And another one for Elle. So we are to the wire, really. I mean, just less than 2 Tetrises separating these players on level 27. And we'll see what they can do once they get past 28. 965 for Moja. Moja setting up aggressive column 9 here, gambling on the long bar. And the long bar, he's gonna end up having to take the burns and getting a little mini droughted here. Finally, long bar and max out for Moja, and just gonna take the triple down the right side. 825. transition for Moya. A23 transition for Elle. Elle's board so messed up though. Gonna top out. Moya will get the heart and tie it up. GG's. All right, we got 2 ready players. It is game 3. It was once a best of 5, now a best of 3. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Miles the Great says Tetris is 90% hardware. All right, Elle's got a Tetris and some pushdown points. And those pushdown points are the difference. There we go. Tetris for each of them. And another Tetris for Elle when that long bar comes for... I guess that long bar did come from Moya. There we go. Tetris for Moya, 73,000. Elle gonna take a burn for a single and a Tetris. Of course, thanks to the generosity of our contributors to the Matcherino, we will be paying the top 8 players. The default, oh no, kind of interesting. I don't know if kind of just didn't quite know what to do with those pieces for Moya, but in a little bit of a situation. Should be able to bring this down, but a little bit of an awkward stack. And there we go, de-awkwardifying the stack here. Moya. But thanks to the generosity of our contributors, we will be paying the top 8. The default is to pay the top 4. If we get to 2,000 in contributions, we'll end up paying the top 8. So the winner of this match will make it into the prize pool, getting 2.5% of the prize pool. So I like when that happens. 234 Elle, 159 for Moya. All right, Tetris for Elle, 258. Got about a 75,000 point lead. It's a good time to remind you that if you are an Amazon Prime member, you have, as part of your Amazon Prime membership, a Twitch Prime subscription that you can contribute to the streamer of your choice, and you get that every single month. It costs you nothing over and above what your Amazon Prime subscription costs. It's baked into it. And, while it costs you nothing, it does give a little bit of a financial boost for the streamer that you give it to. So if you've got one sitting there, don't waste it. It's use it or lose it. Consider giving it to us or to another streamer, but we'll put us in the rotation. I do rotate mine around a bit. 286 for Moya, 356. Dirty Tetris for Elle. And another Tetris for Elle. So Elle is up by, about a 4,000. And there we go. Moya gonna uncover, get that Tetris, 334. And Moya gonna use that long bar to fill in column 3. Instead of taking the Tetris, then the game immediately rewards him by dumping squares on him. But we'll get another Tetris. All right. Elle with some nice burns there to get the stack back in order. Moya gets one over. I don't know. I've been feeling very uneasy about Moya's stack the entire game. I'm not exactly sure why. I think Moya just kind of putting himself in some interesting spots. But they're not, they're not super dangerous, but, I feel like, these could spiral, if something went awry. So 396 for Moya. Tetris for Elle 503. It's $2,012 in the prize pool. So if you are able to contribute, that would be cool. Not required, but if you could do sponsor quests, those are required. You do have to do those. If you're watching on YouTube, the Matcherino link is in the description, and you can do sponsor quests if you're still watching this. When it just comes out, Matcherino still open. All right, Moya with the 449 transition into 19, a bit lower than you'd be looking for. We've seen some big transition paces from Moya in the past. But good clean stack here for Moya, and I can't say that for Elle's stack right now. Kind of a mess, and Elle is going to top out 533. So Moya just, a Tetris and a half away. And, it's all day, so does not need to press at all. Just take the birds, and there is the Tetris for the game victory for Moya. And Moya goes up 2-1. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. K9 watching Tetris with the 321 bits. And rooting for Elle here. All right, 45,000 for Moya. Elle already with a goofy looking stack. But we'll uncover with that long bar. And there we go, Tetris for Elle. I'm gonna take the gap here and just burn away. Accept the burns. And there we go. Tetris for Moya, 91,000, 74,000 for Elle. I'm so pleased that players are stepping up their cam game here. I mean, the fans really love seeing the players react and play, and they love it. So really appreciate them playing ball. 139 Moya, 120 for Elle. And Yarno says, I confirm that we love it. So there you go. Yarno, a viewer, longtime viewer, first time chatter, or not often chatter anyway. All right, Elle may be having some controller issue. Bringing the controller up to her head and, I don't know, just headbutting the controller. I don't think that's an approved play style. All right, 212 Moya, 214 for Elle. All right, double down the right side. Moya in cleanup mode. Elle's going to uncover. I'm very sneezy today. I've had to mute a few times for sneezes. So I think there's just a change in the weather. Very sneezy. All right, Simul Tetris, 267 Moya, 284 for Elle. Oh, thanks, Doc Pie. Doc Pie, bless you. Or Gesundheit. In Moya's native language. Well, what I assume is Moya's native language. Colin can't spell Gesundheit. I think I know it. Gesundheit, right? 277 Moya, 354 for Elle. I think it just means good health, right? All right, Elle with about a 93,000 point lead. Pretty much the same lines. Tetris for Moya. Elle gonna miss the S spin. Now, I don't know if she was going for the S spin, but seemed like it. But it didn't happen. So I don't know, maybe Elle's having controller issues. All right, Tetris for Elle, 474. So still maintaining about this 95,000 point lead. Odin Logi in the chat. Man, we haven't seen Odin Logi play in a long time. Odin Logi, you'll remember, was on the other end of the historic game by Hydrant Dude. Hydrant Dude, when Hydrant cracked the 1.4 and 1.5 barriers in NES Tetris during our broadcast. And Odin Logi was the losing player in that game. Tetris for Elle, 547. We're just 12 or 11 lines away from the level 19 transition. Elle setting up for the T-spin. Nails a T-spin, gets the clear and the Tetris. Vicious Ruar says, yep, that's all he's known for right now. Well, you know, listen, I think he could be known for worse. All right, Tetris into 19, 598 for Elle, 508 for Moya. Tetris for Moya. Another Tetris Moya, 559. Moya trying to close this gap, but Elle playing very efficiently. Moya piling that squares over there in column 4 and 5. All right, Moya getting the long bar for the left side to uncover the right. Revealing the Tetris well. Gonna take that triple to burn it down. We're in a little bit of a drought. There's a Tetris for Elle going into 22, and there's a Tetris for Moya. And another Tetris for Moya, 654. So just still about that 90 some odd thousand point difference. Elle's been able to maintain that lead at that margin for a while. Oh no, misdrop for Moya on the left side. That could complicate matters. And gets the long bar over to the left. Now tappers won't be able to necessarily, you know, do those crazy high long bars to the right, but that was still low enough in Moya's wheelhouse. Looks like Moya's gonna be able to burn out of this. All right, Moya back to clean. Elle trying to get clean. It's a chance for Moya to cut into this lead. There's a Tetris for Moya and another one for Moya, 795. Elle set up for the dirty in column 9. Ends up having to take the burn, uncovers, waiting for that long bar for that column 9 Tetris. And there it is for Elle, 887. There's one for Moya, 832. So Moya was able to cut about 40,000 points off that lead. There's another Tetris Moya, 865. And Elle in a little bit of a mini dig there, but gonna uncover. And Moya's board all of a sudden has a lot of holes. And this might allow Elle to get those points back. And just 9 lines away for Moya here till the level 29 transition. All right, there's a split double down the right side for Moja. Just going to try to get a good stack, I think, going into 29 and then just kind of see what happens. Gets a long bar to the right. Okay, Moja's going to bring this back down. A24 in the max out for Elle here on 29. And Moja gets the dirty Tetris. Elle going to top out at A24, so Moja could clinch this right now. The target is A25. He's got all the time in the world. Can single and double this out. And it's set up for a Tetris. There's a Tetris 991. So within one Tetris worth of points. Does not need to do it with a Tetris. Plenty of time. And doing this with tapping. Moja, of course, one of the fastest tappers in the world. Trying to chase this down. Is it A08? Needs to get to A24 and change or A25. Good clean board for Moja. This should be doable. And A23. A24, that's going to do it for Elle. Moja has taken game 4 and the 3-1 victory. So GG's Moja. Oh my word. You get anxious watching the tapping. It's so fast. Your arm's just going to fall off after that. Holy mackerel. Hey everybody, this is your old pal vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Join our Discord server, the largest classic Tetris community online at ctm.gg/discord, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.